Welcome back to another video. It's hump day, Wednesday. We're trying to get through the week. FedEx teased me today. I'm not happy at all, but they left me a little note saying you almost got nothing, but you didn't get nothing. And for those who don't know, the entropy project is known also as nothing. And I'm waiting for my miner to come in, and I got teased about it. They want a signature. Well, some people work during the day, but that's not what y'all here for. I have a project for y'all. I was gonna say a new project for y'all, but this project's been out for a little while, but I've never did a video on it. And recently we've seen an uptick in some rewards. It's a very easy project. And chances are, if you're in some of these other type of passive income projects, this is going to be an easy one for you. Again, I don't know if I consider it really a crypto project because I don't see it paying out in crypto. I have not pulled anything out. You know, a lot of these projects I'm in, almost every project I'm in, I have not cashed out anything. Just letting it sit, hoping, praying, doing some voodoo worship dolls down in French Quarter, hoping we have an alt season, a very good alt season that's coming, you know, better later than never. But that's a whole nother video we're going to talk about later. So again, I have a project that is maybe not for everybody. Some people, including me, have had their fill with these kind of, you know, data scraping type websites and using your data and stuff like that. I have people that, I'm not exaggerating, probably once a week, if not 2 or 3 times a week. Hey, check out this new project. Check out this new project. In my kind of grumpy comment back to them is always, how many more of those projects do we need? What are they offering to customers that are going to buy that stuff? That the first 17 is probably more of these data scraping internet type projects than anything else with crypto right now, other than meme coins. You know, look at like Grass and Honeygain and Pawns and now Earnapp. So I have been in all those projects for almost probably 2 years now, since I started using some third-party software like BitHarvest. But even if you don't have third-party software, we're going to go over what else you can use that on and what do some of our rewards look like. Because again, they've had an uptick. Again, I don't really consider this maybe crypto related because you can get paid directly out into Amazon credit or, you know, different things like that. We're going to go over all that. So you don't have to worry about even the whole crypto aspect of it. So before we go any further, please do me the usual favor. Please like this video. It helps me out. It helps the channel out. It helps the project out that we talk about also. So subscribe if you haven't considered subscribing. I'm at like 30,500, 600 subscribers. I thank each and every one of y'all. And I'm truly blessed, and I appreciate that. So all right, so the project we're going to talk about today, again, is called Earnapp. Like I said, it's just another one of these selling extra data type things and stuff like that. I'm not really overly zealous about these things. Y'all know that if y'all follow my channel at all. But if I see some that looks like they're rewarding pretty well, I'm going to pass those on to you. I will tell you all again, just like I do with Grass and Honeygain and these other ones. I do not run any of these on my personal PC that I'm also paying bills with or doing anything that's sensitive in that type of way. If y'all been here long enough, you'll know it took me 6 months to build this supercomputer I'm on right now because I put a lot of top level stuff on it. High level i9 processor, 4070 Ti video card, and a bunch of stuff like that. I'm not screwing around with it, installing any of these type of passive income crypto projects or whatever you want to call them. I have a set of old laptops or computers that are on different VLANs, which is a different network than what my house has. I'm running some of these on that. I'm also running these on old computers on different networks I have in different places that people have given me permission to put stuff on, like a guest type network that again is separate from them because I'm paranoid. I've been to enough network security classes and stuff like that I'm not going to download this stuff on my personal stuff. If you have a home network and you don't do that kind of stuff, or you're just not worried about it, or you joke around that, hey, I'm not worried about somebody trying to steal my credit because it's going to be worse than their credit they have now, or some joke like that, you do you. None of this is financial advice. I can't vouch for these people more than anybody else that I can or can't vouch for, as in any crypto project or anything like that. I don't know what's going to happen to this project tomorrow. You could mine and get nothing. I don't know. It's the usual spiel with all these projects, just so I can say I got that out the way. I guess what's kind of good with this is you kind of earn as you go along. So this isn't dependent on, if 100 people join this from watching my video, the rewards that you're going to get today are the rewards that you're going to get 100 days from now. Or at least it shouldn't be affected by how many people come on or how quick people sell or anything like that, like a normal crypto project. So this can be downloaded on any PC, on laptops, or different things like that. Let's go take a look at the website. And the website has a bunch of different kind of things that you can do to gain money. I have not played with any of these other type of things, but you can. There's 200 different available offers of things you can do that you can put on a computer or anything like that. Again, I'm not messing with any of that type of stuff. So it's basically, I am just downloading this on my computer, or again, in BitHarvest, there's an option of adding different programs and stuff like that. Like I said, I believe that Crank is another third-party software that will offer this too, because they offer a lot of the same type things. And this should be like an easy project to install. So you can see right now, again, I've been mining this for a couple of months, but just recently I really got amped up in making sure that this was on several of my devices. I didn't have this on every device. I'm not gonna lie to you. Earnapp kind of came later in the whole BitHarvest thing, which was the third-party software I was using. But again, these old laptops and PCs that I'm using, some of these Lenovo Tinies that a buddy of mine gave me, that, small little PCs with old i5 processors. They're like 12, 13 years old at least. And you put a clean version of Windows on it, maybe a stick of some cheap RAM. That's what I do to get to about 8 gigs of RAM. And I run Grass, I run Earnapp, I run Honeygain, and Pawns also, which is another project. But this one right now seems to be doing it. Now, we don't know what Grass is going to do. But my point is, I'm running all those. I'll tell you all in my Monday videos that when I'm running Grass, whatever I'm running Grass on, and the reason I mention Grass is because that's what a lot of y'all are used to, I'm also running Earnapp. And I don't notice any kind of additional bandwidth that's being used or anything like that. But they talk about, how much you're making. You're making $1 per gigabyte. I don't know how it's throttled. I don't know how they decide, but if you, again, you look at what I'm possibly using or giving or whatever you want to call it of them using, I'm making 48 cents a day, 48 cents a day, 49 cents a day. That's more than what we making. If you watch my Monday videos, that's more than we making probably over half of our projects right now for each one of these. And these don't have any kind of special crazy internet. The internet I'm paying for through the local ISP provider gives me some very small bandwidth. If you do a speed test, you might get like 2 megs out of it. But for the IoT stuff that I'm running on it, Helium devices, Wingbits devices, and stuff like that, it's low latency. So Wingbits doesn't get behind. I can't go download movies on it. I can't watch movies on it, but it gets me by. Anyway, so that's what I'm using on most of these. But again, I don't see a big cut, drastic cut. Also, it has to be on separate IPs, separate external IPs, just like the rest of them. A lot of these all have the same rules. You can't put multiple devices on one external IP or anything like that. Or we'll tell you that bandwidth's already being shared. But you can see that, depending on which device it is, you can kind of see what it's being made. So I mean, $1.80, $2.64 a week for the week, $3.44 for the week. Again, it's $1 a gig right now. So You can see these are the amount of devices I have that are on it. I don't know how long these have been running totals for or anything like that, but it's just, you can download for Windows, download for Raspberry, iOS. I guess you can put this on a phone. I don't. I'm not running anything on my phone. I'm not running any crypto projects on my personal phone. I have four phones actually. But I'm not even going to get into that whole video of how, what I have on all these phones and stuff like that. If you catch my videos on Mondays and Thursdays, but Monday I do a video where I go through all of my projects I'm in and that kind of stuff like that. I go over all that stuff. Chirp KAGE can only be on the Android phone, but I also have Natix running on an old iPhone and Silencio running on a secondary phone. And I can't keep up myself. Trust me. People joke, man, you got 4 phones. Yeah, but 2 of them are making me money. I'm not paying for service on. I tether it with my cell phone. So I didn't really know what pawns have been doing, to be honest with you. I just let it run. Every now and then I go and I remote into these PCs. I'm running tail scale on all of my people. Some people think tail scales are only for our Wingbits devices. Tail scales only for Wingbits devices or iOS. Or our Raspberry devices and little potatoes and stuff like that. Linux type, Debian, Ubuntu type stuff. No, you can install tail scale on a PC, and then you just have to remote into that PC. You go to the remote desktop on one computer, and you can remote into that computer. So you don't have to worry about any kind of port forwards or anything like that. I can sit right here and go into these 7 or 8 PCs I have. I make sure that grass isn't stuck, because grass is famous for crashing. Grass should be, while we're talking about grass is in its 8th epoch. We had a very, very good, drop last time with grass, worth well over $1,000. So, that's a project. If you want to get into it, I got a link in the description below, but I will also have a link in the description for Earnapp if you want to try it out. So again, as you can see we're doing, they have other, like I said, they have other type of promotions and stuff like that you can do. I'm not messing with them. This is strictly about a passive income type thing. And, you can play all these little games and different things like that and make even more if you want. If you're bored, you're retired, you want to sit around. Hey, I play games right now just because I have to, I just have to break the monotony of my day. Sometimes I have, I have high blood pressure. So sometimes I just need a break. It's just something different that I have to do. I play Boom Beach and I play Township, and, it's got my little farm going and stuff like that. And then I play Call of Duty at night while I'm drinking my bourbon, my Bywater bourbon. But again, if you want to play these type of things, man, go after it. I just, that's another thing I want to go talk about real quick is, when you're ready to cash out, this is it. I have $125. It updates every 32 minutes. So for those who might have saw my video Monday, this was at about $119. So that's $6 I've made in, I don't even know if the rewards have hit yet. I guess, it says earnings update 28 minutes. I don't know how often that updates, but I did that video about 9:30, 10 o'clock at night on Monday. It's 8:30 on Wednesday. So you can say in 2 days, possibly 2 days, 1 day, 2 days, you've made $6. I didn't have all these devices, I don't believe, running. But hey, look, again, when you compare this to, on my Monday videos, I go through this list and I update every Monday for y'all to let y'all know what I'm making with each project. I'm transparent with y'all. $24, about $24 a day, I think it is. All right. So when you put what I think I'm making, about, like I showed y'all what I'm making in data, 475 megabytes used in 1 day. Okay. So 480 megabytes in 1 day. That's 48 cents. So really, per day, this is actually a little bit up, but for argument's sake, it's still going to be right here. It's number 5 compared to what these other projects are that we even paid for devices. And with crypto, hey, this is a crypto channel. We know what we're getting into, but just stating the facts. You have to worry about, is this price going up, going down, going up, going up, going down? You know, do I want to hodl? Do I want to pay for it right now? With this one, you don't have to worry about that. You're getting paid 45 cents right now for that, and it's worth 45 cents while it sits in your wallet until you want to accumulate how much you want. Then you don't have to worry about all that. So that is a positive thing for this Earnapp. And I'm gonna start updating it on its own line on my Monday videos for y'all who watch that. Honey gaining pawns. Hey, I cashed out a little honey gain last year for hunting season, but I have been mining that for a while on my BitHarvest devices. But now I am running that also on several devices. Any device that I'm running grass on, I'm hoping grass pays out soon. You know, don't know. The fact that project only pays out once a year is just baffling. But I mean, you look at, you know, here's a per example, Demo. I bought 3 devices with a special. If you bought 3 devices, they were $89 a piece plus some shipping. That's $90. So let's say $270. It is now 18 months. 18 months since I have been in Demo and have not ROI'd on my $89 device. About 2 months ago, I got 2 for free from somebody. So I'm trying to cheat to get this to ROI. So now I'm running 5 devices, 2 that I paid for, and I still have not ROI'd to $270. I was ROI for about a month, and then with prices dropping so bad. So my point I'm trying to make is, you could go pay for these devices and not ROI for 500 days. Where some of these apps, you know, Silencio recently went up. That's a free app. You still have to worry about some of the price going down, but either way, it's a free app. You know, Grass is a free app. Nadix is a free app. Nadix had a price increase. But with Earnapp, you don't have to worry about all that. So you can go check out Earnapp. Again, I am going to have a referral for y'all down below. Y'all can join it. I don't know what y'all get, but hey, it helps the channel out, helps me out. And y'all know I like to try to get back to projects if y'all have seen any of my other videos. Try it out, check it out. I know there's also this VPN referral thing. I've never messed with the VPN thing, so I haven't contacted them or anything like that. Another thing I'm reading, just to give y'all a head start, is when you do download that, also use my referral code, of course, but you do start with a $2 bonus. Just a little bonus just to get you kind of started. So that's a cool little deal too. Another thing I'm reading, just some of the rules. They want you to download this on computers, mobile devices, smart TVs, stuff that's part of your daily life. They don't want it on hosted servers, on personal or home servers, which I don't have no servers in my house. No personal servers. I'm not putting this on servers at work, that's for sure, or other non-personal devices. So, and it says they can delete your account without prior notice. So before somebody goes and has a server at their house and spins up 10 VMs on it to run 10 versions of this thing, do not do it. For those who are paranoid like me, they do have where Earnapp security validated by third-party vendor, a company that's out there called Aposteme. Anybody? They have been whitelisted by major antivirus companies, which just is big because you've seen some of these programs that people discuss that they get flagged by their virus. I think it was Pawns or one of them that I was in got hit by one of my computers with it, but people talked about it in Discord, so I didn't think it was nothing too secretive about it. But you can go to help.earnapp.com and read about more of these things that can tell you, a little more about it. Just for full disclosure too, I'm just reading this for the first time. I've been mining, but I have not cashed out or anything like that. So I'm reading some of this stuff for the first time too, and I'm trying to bring it to y'all because I know I'm straight with y'all. They do have some transaction fees depending on how you want to be paid out. PayPal has a 2% handling fee, a minimum payout of $10. Wise, whatever that is, has a $1.13 flat fee per transaction charged by Wise with a minimum payout of $10. And then Amazon gift cards, which is probably what I'll do whenever I'm ready, is no fees, minimum payout $50. I'm always buying something with Amazon. Y'all know that between my DIY stuff, I got some hand repeaters I'm putting up around the state right now because I ain't got nothing else to do with my time. And I need 2 or 3 pies for that. Probably going to buy that stuff with Amazon. Hey, this right here will cover 3 pies. I don't know if I'm going to use that for that, but hey, it would cover it. So that's cool. And like I said before, Earnapp is available for Windows, Linux, Raspberry Pi, Mac OS, Android, and iOS devices. Listen, I saw somebody on the Discord, and if some of y'all have probably been in this project has been around. I want to say I saw like since 2021, 2022, 2023. I don't know, some couple of years. They got 13,000 people in their Discord. So I saw where on one of these earnings that somebody had for their iOS system some kind of huge spike or something like that. And I don't know if the iOS, if that had anything to do with being on iOS or something, but here it is right here. Again, I'm not saying that an iOS, iPhone, or anything like that, it gives you more. Just thought it was intriguing. Again, I'm telling you right now, I'm not putting this on my personal phone. I have too much crypto stuff on there that's not worth to take that chance. I have other phones I can try it on. I just don't know how that's going to work with the fact that, I'm running some of these other projects. I don't know yet. I'm gonna check it out. But hey, if y'all are running this on a iPhone or a Android and y'all getting these kind of results, please let me know. Tell you what, the more and more that I read this Discord, I'll have a link in the Discord below. In the description below. I'm getting more and more intrigued in this project. It seems like some people are doing very well. It also seems that, you're allowed to get to like a maximum of your IP. And if you get to maximum, it's better reward or something. And I'm seeing where people are talking about putting, like, it's best to use 2 or 3 devices to help you get a full demand for that day. Or you can put them on more, if you only have 2 devices, somehow put them on 2 different IPs. I'm very intrigued how some of this works. And I'm going to be running this for a while. I'm sitting there thinking about, I'd like to go and add this to one of my DIY devices for Wingbits. I'm sure a lot of y'all who are watching this also know about Wingbits. And we're in Wingbits, and I got 14 Wingbits stations. 3 or 4 are running off third-party software. Some of them are not. And the majority of them are on different IPs in different places. I'm kind of curious to see if those are at, before anybody goes and makes some kind of smart comment, those are on different hosted IPs that I pay for, on top of building rooftops that I'm paying a monthly fee for already. Some of those are commercial IPs, and that's why you see on my page, you see these ones with these red marks on them. These are ones that, even though they're plugged in and their app is open, for some reason, they're not processing rewards, whatever you want to call it. And what I'm thinking is that those are some type of, because they're a building and I'm paying through maybe a commercial provider. I don't know. I don't know what that is. It's not BHS, because as you can see here, I have other places on BHS with no problem. So I'm very curious on how the rhyme or reason is that. Again, I'm intrigued by this. I'm kind of excited. When I'm done with this video, I'm going to start trying to play and add these 22 more machines, especially some Raspberry Pi ones. I want to see how that works. So hopefully y'all kind of get intrigued by this too. Again, it's making me maybe $4 a day, $5 a day, $6 a day, $7 a day, $8 a day. I don't know. I'm gonna have to keep a closer eye on it. I don't know if it pays out once a month, once a day, or if it gradually pays throughout the day or anything like that. Again, I just know what my number was Monday and what my number is today at 9 p.m. And That is a $6 difference right there. And I added some more stations today. I don't know exactly. I know I don't like lying to y'all, so I don't want to sit here and throw a certain number out. But again, Earnapp seems to be a pretty cool project, and I figured y'all we're gonna try it. Also, Upside is something that I didn't really want to do a video on, but I'm starting to do more Upside. That's another one that's not really crypto related, but you know, I got 40, 50 bucks in it. I don't have a gas station no longer around my house that takes Upside, but when I go into the city or if I go to the hunting camp, you know, and I got to fill a truck full of diesel, that's $120, $130. And that Valero station had some really good Upside rewards. So yeah, it's not covering my diesel what I'm paying for it, but still I'm getting a couple of dollars back. And then when I go inside and get me a drink so I don't fall asleep, and some sweet tarts and whatever other junk that I don't need to be eating, that also goes towards my Upside, and I'm making some pretty decent rewards from it. So I'm gonna have both those links underneath here, the one for Earnapp, the one for Upside. Just I want to tell you all about it. But hey, tomorrow we're doing a live. On Thursdays we do a live, and I am going to bring this up again to make sure everybody knows about it. For those who aren't in my Discord, here's my Discord. We talk about all these projects on there. Also join my X. So I pass on a lot of things. So thank y'all for watching. I hope I didn't make this video too long for y'all, and see y'all in the next video.